What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? Bao is here. Welcome you all to the first episode of Tops. This is gonna be a series where we list players. It can be 10, 5, or 7 different things in football. We list them. And today we're gonna start with the top 10 best signings in this winter transfer window. At number 10 we have Marcos Portiello. So many people talk about Donnarumma, Perin, but Portiello, only at 24, already has the potential to become a world beater in the next few years. Fiorentina snatched him up for an 18-month loan deal from Atalanta, just worth 700,000 euros, which is not bad at all just for a loan fee. And they have also weakened their opponent in the process directly by removing one of their key star players without paying too much. I'm sure Fiorentina would like to try him out for the next few seasons, see basically how he can live up to his potential, but for now, having improved on an aging goalkeeper Tataruzano and an experienced goalkeeper like Lesarini is not too shabby to have this signing in, so that's our number 10. In number 9, we've got Morgan Sanson. The West Brom and Southampton target decided to move to Marseille within the same league as he seeks to progress in his career. In the end, this shouldn't be far from true, since due to a huge takeover by the ex-Dodgers American owner Frank McCourt in August, Marseille is set to receive a large surplus of money to be able to rebuild the 9-time French title winning team, which was falling behind the likes of PSG as it was taken over by Qatari investors 5 years ago. Marseille also brought the likes of Dimitri Payet and French former international Patrice Evra, and although they didn't make the cut, Sanson is here simply because he's younger and this too, and he's gonna be the core of the future for Marseille most probably. This is a smart move by the French side nevertheless, and don't be surprised if Sanson not only becomes the captain in the future, but also helps Marseille reach Champions League glory since 1993. Paul George Ntebs gets cut in our list in the 8th position, as he secured a move to Wolfsburg in early January to become a highly influential player for the German side in the latter stages of the campaign. Nteb, only 24, signed a contract with the 2008 German champions as 2021. Wolfsburg window was very good, let's say, as they managed to sell one-away player Julian Draxler to PSG and in return managed to buy 2 decent attacking players in, Richely Bassoer and also Junius Mali from Mainz. However, Nteb steals the spotlight and the position in this list in my opinion, as he's gonna be the most influential player for the German side, as the fast, physical play that he has will be something new to Wolfsburg due to the lack of productivity from their old wingers like Caliguri, who just moved from Schalke, and Blaszczykowski and Vierina. Well, in the 7th position, we got Memphis Depay. This guy finally got his move out of United, having an awful time period there under Van Gaal and also under Mourinho, and now he's gone to a well-established European club in the form of Lyon, where he's going to be able to refine himself and also sharpen his abilities. And to be honest, this transfer style was one of the most documented by all newspapers, when actually Lyon were the only team to place one bid, which was rejected like 3 times, but I guess the 3rd time is always lucky. This move was a great for all parties. Lyon got a very good player in Depay, capable of counter-attacking and great technical ability, and United got rid of some potentially very good dead wood, and Memphis now has the ability to prove himself and finally, hopefully, reactivate that buyback clause, because trust me, who really want to stay in Lyon when you can be playing for Manchester United? At number 6, another Manchester United reject makes the cut, and this time around it's not Captain Morgan, it's just Morgan Schneiderlin. Nothing interesting there, and in my personal opinion, one of the best players to be able to replace the aging Michael Carrick, but Mourinho think otherwise. And to be honest, he still has legs, so he's basically gonna do a better job nevertheless. Very good defensively and good enough to hold a play. Schneiderlin sat in the bench ever since Mourinho arrived at Manchester, and even though he has made the most tackles of any United player in the past 2 seasons, and plus he also has an 89% completion pass rate in 2014 and 2015, and now 90 this season. Ronald Koeman not only managed to get a known player, but one which could completely revolutionize Everton's series in defense. He could sit just up top, Ashley Williams and also Funes Mori, making Everton now be a defensive side, which they were currently lacking in the first half of the season. And now in the middle of the list we have Gabriel Jesus, or Gabriel Jesus, who was bought by City last summer from Palmeiras, and however his £32 million move just got executed this window, since the Brazilian League finished this December. And Pep, you know that he has been some discontent with Agüero, and he had a meeting with him and his agent in a private restaurant to allegedly, and I mean allegedly, discuss his future at Manchester City, which would just see a great benefit for Gabriel Jesus, and also he would see him have a very big impact at the Etihad for the next few months and for the remaining of the season. The Brazilian international also managed to earn his spot in the main striker national team, and making his move to the Etihad just shows a huge intent from City and also from Gabriel Jesus. At fourth, we stumble upon another wonder kid similar to Gabriel Jesus, which is Gonzalo Guedes. Named the next Ronaldo in Lisbon, he has secured a €20 million move to PSG under the management of Unai Emery, where he will be most definitely flourish and become a world-class player in the next few seasons. A move destined for success from a part of Guedes and also a very good attacking backup for PSG, as the Portuguese can play in all attacking positions, preferring the center forward as his main. Guedes has constantly improved in the last 3 seasons, scoring 16 goals and 5 assists in the process. In third place, we have Julian Draxler, and at first when he was wanting to leave Wolfsburg, I was like, hopefully please he fails at PSG, but actually once he arrived, he has completely proved me wrong. Scoring in his debut, Draxler showed completely commitment to the squad, earning the Man of the Match award in his second game for the French side. Providing some of PSG lacked in the few seasons, he's an influential and efficient playmaker and has allowed Emery to try his infamous tactics from previously from Sevilla, and to be honest, Draxler could be the key to unlocking PSG potential as a club in the next few years. And coming in at second now, we have Stevan Jovetic. Once already destined for great success at Fiorentina, now at Sevilla after several loan deals and spells at Inter and Manchester City, Jovetic has performed to the little time he has spent at Sevilla amazingly, making the most of his appearances for the Spanish club. Not only the savior for the club in back-to-back matches against Real Madrid, the record-breaking literally, Jovetic has managed to secure a spot in Sevilla's squad along Wenger, leaving Vieto far behind at the third wheel. Earning more playing time than he had at Inter this season, just clocking in at 182 minutes, Jovetic has already scored 3 goals and 1 assist for Sevilla, meaning that he has been involved in 1 goal every 45 minutes and a half. Simply outstanding. This guy is just playing amazing for Sevilla, and this is my number 2 pick. And finally, now at number 1, we have Roberto Gagliardini. When Inter initially loaned him from Atalanta, I was completely taken over by my FIFA understanding, as they had to pay big bucks for a player with an option to buy in his contract, which is bronze. He's like 61 rated in FIFA, so I was completely blown out of the blue. Gagliardini has simply been outstanding for this season, an average of 8.6 in all matches, in 16 appearances for the Serie A this season, and is not only capable of assisting going forward, having already 2 of them, but also has the ability of a strong fourth defensive as well, winning 3 aerial duels each match, tackling 5.6 times per game, and having a successful rate of interceptions of 2.7 each match. The Italian wonder kid has the talent to become one of the greatest midfielder, and let's hope he can help Inter focus on the future and become the unstoppable force they once were. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Ciao!